Welcome to Alta's Digital Transformation Series. This is the third in our series with a focus on remote online notarization, commonly known as RON. We hope that you've had the opportunity to view our first two videos, Introduction to Digital Closings and Digital Closings, a Closer Look. As we covered in our second video, if your state law permits, notarization may have three possibilities: traditional notarization, in-person electronic notarization, and remote online notarization. Traditional notarization is when the notary and signer are face-to-face, executing the documents with an ink-to-paper signature. For an in-person electronic notarization, the notary and the signer are face-to-face, and instead of ink-to-paper, the documents are signed electronically, and the notary seal is electronically affixed to the document. For remote online notarization, the notary and the signer are connected by means of real-time audio-visual communication technology, and the documents are signed electronically, and the notary seal is electronically affixed to the document. So with remote online notarization, how does this typically work? The process of RON must include credential analysis, signer identification, capturing and maintaining a recording of the notary process electronically, tamper-sealed documents, audit trails, and record storage. Credential analysis involves a third party aiding the notary to ensure the validity of a government-issued ID. This includes verifying the security features on the ID, such as fonts, holograms, or barcode information to ensure the ID is not fraudulent. In addition, the ID is inspected for tampering or damage. Signer identification involves a third party affirming the identity of an individual using public or proprietary data sources, which may include knowledge-based authentication questions. Knowledge-based authentication questions, also known as KBA, is a process wherein the signer is asked a series of questions about their identity and history. The questions have a very strict time limitation, as well as a limit of 2 attempts per question, making it difficult to simply guess or research the answers. Capturing and maintaining a recording. The requirements for recording the Notarial Act include a continuous synchronous audio and video feed with good clarity such that all signers can be clearly seen and understood at all times. In addition, we need an audit trail. Documents completed as a part of the remote online notarization should include an audit trail that records the significant actions taken by all signers and the notary, along with a time date stamp. After the completion, each document needs to be tamper-sealed. Tamper-sealed allows us to ensure that any subsequent change or modification to the electronic document would be evident. Finally, we must have a storage. The notary is to maintain an accurate and reliable journal with safeguards for information security and privacy, and will include a copy of the audio-video recording where applicable. Currently, we have 22 states that have RON legislation, with an additional 10 to 12 states expected to join next year. Our recommendation is that you contact your state land title association or Secretary of State to determine if your state has authorized RON and published guidelines for implementation. If you're interested in understanding RON legislation, the Mortgage Bankers Association and ALTA collaborated to prepare model legislation that would provide the framework for any state to adopt remote online notarization. The model legislation and other documentation is available for your review on the ALTA website. Why is understanding RON important? Remote online notarization presents us with a strategic opportunity to provide our customers with the flexibility and efficiency that technology is bringing to our industry. The convenience of closing remotely is especially important to those that are away, by choice as on a vacation or away serving our country. The real estate transaction does not have to be delayed or complicated by requiring a face-to-face execution of the documents. Being prepared for RON when your state permits remote online transactions is strategic in offering digital solutions to your customers and allows us to remain competitive in our market. We invite you to join ALTA for our first digital boot camp in Phoenix on December 11th and 12th. The digital boot camp will be an interactive workshop for you and your team to grow your skills and learn effective best practices in implementing digital products, including remote online notarization. You may register at meetings.alta.org Digital Bootcamp. Registration is now open.